What's popping?
Nothing. What's popping?
Yes. I was gonna say we had a surprise. Never mind. Yeah. So how's your week been?
Fuck that. Let's just get into Afrobeats, man.
What? Hell no. I need to check up on my sister. You know what I mean? Say, how's your week so far? Not like the whole week. You
It's
know what
fine.
I mean?
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
Yeah. You?
I'm gonna do what she did. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's very dismissive, innit? Oh yeah. I've heard some good songs, some good Afrobeat songs that's given me hope that this genre has got a long lifespan. But that's about it, really. So yeah.
Nice. Shout
Shout out to everyone making good music. Don't worry, Mr. Banks would always be here to share your music because I don't do this. You know what I mean? We believe in the upcomers. You know what I mean? You know, we believe in the real Afrobeats, not the noodle soup you guys are having currently. That is just 2 minutes. Oh, it's number 1 in the charts, and that stuff irritates. It really irritates me, man. The way that they don't focus on music anymore is on the charts. Do you know? That stuff winds me up. You know what I mean?
But some of the chart songs are good though. You can't lie.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm trying. Please, no one show because I know some people listen to respond, not listen to understand.
No, this is the thing, right?
What I'm saying is,
you say statements, and it's like I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I know that other people are not gonna know what you mean.
Okay, I really don't care about those people because this podcast is for human beings, not aliens, not weirdos, not those kind of aliens that are like great. I'm talking about weird people that don't understand what I'm saying. Well, this is what I'm trying to say. Of course, if a song is really good and you've got the fan base, you're gonna go up the charts. That's natural. So I'm saying, like, some Wizkid will release a song. Of course, his fan base is big. Davido, Burna Boy, these are like big hitters. Asake, Olamide, all those guys, they would naturally go up on the charts. I'm saying there's some songs that are they're not chart worthy, but they're just somehow on the charts. And you know how songs used to be before, where people focus on the arrangement and the sound design, lyrics, and all that stuff. Then it gets. Then you be like, "Oh, this song is good." But now it's just 2 minutes, 30 seconds, bare repetition of words, and it's on the charts. How? What the hell? You know, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those good songs that naturally make it into the charts. Yeah. But yeah, that's me. I really just want good music. I know it's gonna be hard. It's probably never gonna happen because now it's all saturated. But I would love for good music. I'm not saying just melody, like good music that will resonate, impactful music that would just. I would love for that to come back. It's gonna be hard because everyone has been brainwashed to think charts is like end all be all. And I keep asking myself and asking people these questions. If the charts are here, like, can you tell me the song that was number 1 6 weeks ago? No, you don't. There you go. So that's my point. But I can tell you certain songs that will stick with me. For instance, I'll just pick a song, random song out of the thin air. Lonely at the top, lonely. Like, it resonates, right? 20 years from now, I can promise you we'll still hear that song.
Funny enough, Lonely at the Top was on the charts for like 6 weeks.
That's right. Did you see what I did there? She clicked it.
What? I'm so... Banks, I can't bother to talk about charts and all this bullshit anymore. I don't give a shit about
she's
your
ignoring my
fist
stuff.
pump.
Oh. Anyway. But yeah, go on. Tell me what you want to talk about, Viv.
I think we've had so many projects this year.
Yeah.
A lot. And who hasn't dropped, actually, a project? Because the only person I can think of that still needs to drop is Vic Tony.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did he say he's going to drop an album?
I don't know. We've had a lot of projects this year, and I think we should talk about some of our favourites and maybe, what's been one of the biggest albums for you this year?
There's a lot, you know.
I'm going to take this off.
Yeah. I think for me, again, I love substance. I love songs that's impactful, something that is here to stay for a while. I think Asake's album, yeah, I don't see any artists. I can't. I genuinely don't think any artist has dropped anything close to Asake's album in totality. Anyway, I know Burna Boy dropped his album this year, but again, it's a very poppy.
Asake just had that, like, I don't know, man. It's hard. I don't know anyone that can tell me they don't like that album.
Yeah, and the thing about him, right, his songs are like, genuinely, this is very weird, but it actually, his music is like wine. The older it gets, the better. That's Asake.
It's true.
So that tells you that that's a real artist. That, like, no disrespect to everyone else, but of course everyone is an artist. I'm saying for him, you can see music is an art.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man. What a human being.
Trust me.
A human being, man. But yeah.
So do you think if he drops another album next year, it will still have the same effect?
On me, I can't speak for you guys out there, but for me, yeah.
But do you think that if he keeps doing the same thing, because a lot of artists, if they start doing the same thing, people will be like, no, we want something else.
Like, what do you mean the same thing?
For example, if an artist always does the same kind of sound, right?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the time, after a while, people are like, we want something else. It's happened with a lot of artists.
Amara Piano,
yeah. Just like, we've heard it. People who have unique sounds, for example, Kiz Daniel, yeah. A lot of people have been like, oh, we want something different, or this or that. Do you get what I'm saying? But do you think that same thing could happen to Asake?
I think because Asake, he crafts, he doesn't make, he crafts music. So you can listen to a song and it has so much meaning, there's depth, there's storytelling. You would barely get that. Of course, when it comes to the melody or the beat, of course you want to hear people go, oh, yeah, fair enough, I get that. Kiz Daniel makes a type of song that is just for your everyday Nigerian Afrobeat listener. Like, he knows
he has an older audience as well, right?
Yeah, that's what he makes music for. The beat, he might be saying some of the coolest things for maybe like new kids, but the beat still would catch the older people. Yeah, that's what Kiz Daniel does, and yeah, that's him. He's got that formula, and also he's got that audience where he just makes a very, how do I call it? It's a good song for the moments, but it's not one of those ones we'll have to sit down and be breaking down. Do you get it? Okay. While Asake, we can sit down and break down a song. True. Because Daniel will drop a banger, but it's a banger for the dance floor. You can only break that down physically with your body on the dance floor. But you can't sit there and be chatting to a guy saying, hey, you know, what he said in this. Nah, you can't do that. Yeah. It's old songs, yes. But now it's just all about the money, innit? All about the streams, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
But Asake can't do that, right?
Asake will drop a song. It bangs, but it makes... I'll just give you some... I'll pick the most random one, which is the most commercial one this year. I'm a piano. Like, a song like that should never make sense. Like, let's be real. Should never make sense. We should never be able to be like, I'm trying to decipher the lyrics. But it does. And you're like, this guy is unbelievable.
True. That's true.
That's unbelievable.
That's true. I think... I agree with you. I feel like it's interesting because with his sound, I don't think I can get bored of it. Yeah. But then again, we don't know. Say, give it another 3-4 years, we might be like, I want to hear something different from him now. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the what, guys. I maybe I'm overthinking this because I'm a fan of his music and of his personality and how he carries himself. So people might think, but I'm not just your everyday, maybe your reactor or content creator, whatever people want to call me, or just a normal guy. I'm just a normal dude, bro. I think personally, there's so much that Asake does that people need to study. Yeah. Like, he doesn't do interviews. He's not on the internet doing crazy stuff like you lot. Yo, that's the life I want to live, where I drop greatness. I don't have to argue with charts. I don't have to be entertaining anyone on the internet. You don't need conflict or controversy, nothing.
Brother.
Like, he's never been involved in any, like... Brother. He's just literally about the music, and I love that for him. Like, I just love it.
And he will just pop up tomorrow morning now and drop a snippet. And guess
everyone will be like, oh my God, Asake dropped a song. He dropped a song. And it's
my
like, bro.
favorite artist at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Genuinely my favorite artist.
For sure.
Nah, man. Everyone, you just need to study that guy, man. Seriously, you need to.
And the production is always mad.
You can tell he takes his time. So he's away now.
Even with the O2 concert that you went to, obviously I streamed it, but
you should have just said we went to. No one can remember.
I could just lie, right?
Yeah. No, that's what they do on the internet.
No, I streamed it, but even when I was streaming it, I was like, even though there was things that happened on the night, timing and blah blah. You already know the story.
I can't fault him.
Yeah,
I can't fault him
because from what he was able to give you guys who were there. Yeah, I have not seen anything like that.
A man
In Afrobeats, bro, like, I can't lie, I've been to so many shows. We've been to so many shows, yeah. But what he was bringing was like, for the first O2 show, the creativity, the thoughts, that he put so much thought into everything. The dances, all of that, like...
I'm just here reminiscing.
The whole
she's
time,
talking and I'm just having to replay that day in my head.
The whole time I was like watching it, I was thinking, A, I wish I was there. Yeah. And B, I need to go to the next one. And C, if this is his first O2, can you imagine when they actually get everything right?
And also he didn't perform all his songs.
Exactly.
Hey, let me just say this, yeah. Any artist on earth that can perform a song that is just what's the word for songs that just put in a, they are on an album, but they're not your... Those are album songs, so they're not like your singles. Like they don't release them before or after the album. Those are like album fillers. Any man that can perform, man or woman or man, that can perform a song, yeah, and suddenly you're thinking, whoa, this song is a hit, even though you've heard the song multiple times, should not be spoken to. No one should chat to him. No one should disturb him. No one should even ask him for anything. Just leave him alone. Man performed Awodi solo day. I'm like, brother, I love that song so much now, you know. Eribi, I wonder. Yo,
trust me.
Man, I did one that shall never end. Like Pasuma one. I said, nah, I'm leaving this concert right now. Asake, from today, let's not talk about Asake anymore.
He's in a whole nother path, innit?
I said, even at work, I tell people, it's silly to have arguments and have these guys in like brackets or in the boxes, or you're trying to compare them to people. Like, if you're a football fan, you know, like your Ronaldo, Messi. A basketball fan, like your Michael Jordans and Michael Jackson, those guys, you can't even... They're not human beings. Just leave them alone. Just Asake is one of them, you know. Just leave him alone. Let him just, you know. That's crazy.
My point, the whole reason why I brought this up is because I just hope that it continues that way.
He will. That's why he goes away. He knows, that what do they say again? Absence makes the mind fonder. So when you don't see me, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. When I pop, I become... Because if I see you every day, I become familiar with you, and you might do the coldest thing ever, and it wouldn't mean a lot to me.
Gets watered down.
Yeah, because I'm like, I saw it yesterday and stuff like that. That's how it is, you know. So I
think it's so hard for like artists to have that balance where it's like, am I doing too much that they're getting bored? Or am I doing too little that they're forgetting about me? But it's like, I feel like Asake just gets it right. Yeah,
because he knows that in this world, just create a fantastic product. And I promise you don't need advert, you don't need marketing, you don't need nothing. People will go to Apple.
But, can I just say though...
Apple phone.
Can I just say though, he has got one of the biggest machines behind him.
What machine is this?
Olamide.
Okay.
Because you said you don't need marketing and everything.
Yeah. Olamide, do you know... Guys, the only thing in my opinion Olamide did, honestly, for Asake was he signed him and co-signed his biggest song, my favorite song of all time, Omokbe. That's it. Anything else, Asake has just been left alone to do his thing.
Yeah, creatively, but obviously the money being pushed into him.
No, I'm not talking about the money. Now. I'm talking about the music.
Okay, fine.
So many artists have been backed. You know yourself. Where are you today? We don't know where you are. There you go. So you know what I mean? So it's like Olamide's done his bit, but this guy's music speaks for itself. Ashake's music speaks for itself.
Yeah, it does.
Like if Asake goes now and say, guys, I'm done with music, he still will be considered one of the best. Do you know how mad that is?
In the space of like 2 years, you know.
Do you know how wild that is?
Obviously, he's been doing music for longer, but really, we're counting 2 years because that's when people really knew him.
Do you guys understand how wild this is? How can man wake up one and go, you know what, I don't want to do music anymore. I'm just imagining now. And we go, he's got some of the best albums.
And that's the thing, because I had a phone call with someone, like in the industry, and he was like, you know, Asake has 2 classic albums.
Yes, it's a classic.
And most of the time, artists only have 1 classic album, if one. Even if one.
Yeah.
But he already has 2. So can you imagine for the next album? If it becomes 3, it's done. It's done.
Mate, guys, I know we're not. I feel like anytime I talk about greatness, I feel like because it's so great, you can't make sense of it and you don't do justice to it. But I just want you to know that this guy speaks Yoruba, not English, And
I love that,
Not your, hey, let me make songs for the London boys, London girls. Not West. That's a Asake is not real. I think it's someone just made him up. I think he was.
But I think that's why people love his music,
Of course, because he's not conforming. It's not fully conforming.
Yeah.
Obviously, the beat is somehow trendy, but it's not like, let me make a song just for this particular group of people. But it's amazing.
The production always sounds like it's being done live.
The guy is something else, man.
Yeah, man. Anyway, we can agree that Asake's album is
for me anyway.
Yeah.
Some people might say Burna Boy. I think like Burna Boy, without the controversies and all that, I think the album is not what I expect from Burna Boy, but it's a good album. Nothing can ever take that away. But it's very poppy. Storytelling on there was very personal, which I loved. I loved the fact that as much as this whole City Boy stuff was very personal, he's like, yo, I'm the guy now. I'm selling out stadiums. I'll do my thing and stuff like that. I love that. But in terms of like stuff I can relate to in my real life, I can't. But Asake's album, I can relate to a lot. He's talking about a lot of things, man. Like, I'm hearing things like, I'm hearing proverbs that I've heard from my grandma or older people. Like, as a Yoruba guy, I'm a Yoruba guy, right? So sometimes when Asake speaks, it's like, raw. I heard this, when I was young. Like, how do you make that into music?
It has like a personal touch.
But I can't relate to Burna Boy when he say they don't like him in Nigeria, which we know they do love him, but I get where he's coming from and all that stuff. I can't relate to it. You know what I mean? So that's the thing.
I hear what you're saying. It's more of a personal thing.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And
what was Burna Boy's best album? Because if we agree, I think we're gonna agree on this.
For me, it's not African. No, which one? It's African Giant for me.
Same.
I'm talking about commercial.
Yes.
Now I'm talking about commercial album. Now, if we're talking about album from when I've been listening to Burna Boy, then it definitely is not. When we talk about commercial music, yes, commercially, because that was really perfect for the fact that he bridged a lot of gaps in that album. I love it. But yeah, African Giant
is a classic for me.
Should have won the Grammys, but hey,
for me that's
the one.
Best
it would have
album,
just encapsulate everything. African Giant now winning a Grammys as an African, it's encapsulated everything. But yeah, Burna's Burna, isn't it? So yeah,
I liked the second to last. What was it called again? Not Love Domini, not African Giant. It was
Twice as Tall.
Yeah, Twice as Tall was good, but African Giant has just got that like. It has memories for me. I have that attachment to that album.
Well,
man.
African Giant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A lot of people do.
Like,
I think
it's just man. I was listening to it the other day and I was like, nah.
I think for me on Twice as Tall, my favorite song on that album has to be Jordan. I'm 23, so I'm saying Jordan. 23.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said Jordan.
23.
Yeah, it makes it's just that song. You can, if it's when I hear it, it makes me. I feel like I'm in the studio of Burna Boy making it. Very personal. Those are the kind of things like you can tell that song is so introspective. He's reflecting, saying, "Listen, I've got it to this point. I'm like Jordan, like I did it myself, sort of. Of course, no one has ever done it themselves. But if they're trying to say they've done it,
but it's like this confidence builder.
Yeah, I love it. I love that.
I like time flies like a
that's a good song.
Yeah, that's and good. I like the one with Stormzy. What's it? All the names are slipping my mind today. I don't know.
I know the song. They shot the video.
I think the Stormzy one was my favorite actually, but anyway.
Yeah, that's a good song actually. I love the video as well because that told the story as well. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I love the video. But yeah, that's Burna.
I would say another big album for me this year was Timeless, and a lot of like my subscribers know I was saying for a long time that like Davido's album, I really liked his older music. But then in the last couple years, I wasn't really feeling it as much.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I don't know what the shift was for me, but I just felt like I wasn't connecting.
Oh, okay.
Then when he dropped Timeless, honestly, for me, that's the best Davido album.
Oh, we can all agree on that in terms of production, in terms of like, mainly production. I think that's his best album yet. Because we don't know, he might drop something bang, so I have to put yet. Yeah. But that's his best album yet, to be fair. And
Kante still needs to get pushed.
Again, I feel like they dropped the ball on that. Davido dropped a massive ball on the fact that he didn't push Kante. I don't know, whatever personal problem you've got with Faith, bro, sort it out. I'm joking.
Hurry up.
Just sort it out, man. Just apologize. Who's gonna apologize first? Faith? Alright, Faith. I beg you apologize, Davido.
No, legit. Like, I don't know what the hang up is, but it needs to get sorted. Kante is by far probably...
Wait, hold on a minute. Let's be real. I know the production behind Davido. I know the guys handling him. Like, I don't know them personally, but I know of them, and I know some people behind the scenes, obviously. So you tell me there's no one in that room that said, bro, I beg. Anyway, if we push Kante, like, there's no one in that room. Come on, man.
Apparently... No, but his manager has said that they have a video for Kante.
Oh, it's all lies, man. Because they're just hearing people online talk about it and they're like, we've got a video. Man said to me, let me be honest with you, look. You see that Phil video? You guys hyped. I reacted to it. I liked the video. I love the fact that it gave me a vibe of this. I don't know. It gave me this... if you've seen Sarafina, to all my Africans, they know what I'm talking about. It gave me that vibe of Sarafina vibe. But aside from that, yo... Really? We all waited for that and you guys left Kante behind? Nah. Davido, come, let me knock you on your head. Come. Knock Davido on his head. I said, get back in the studio and do the...
Kante needs to, man. But Timeless was a strong album.
Yeah.
Very strong album. And obviously, like, not impact-wise, but yeah, I mean, it had its run, innit? It still is, I guess.
I'll be honest with you, Timeless is not, again, it's not... When I talk about impact, I'm talking about something that leaves a lasting impression. I don't think impact
was the right word, but it had its moment.
Exactly,
I guess.
It had its moment. And one thing I have to give to him, he did a real heavy marketing on that. He pushed this album. That's how everyone should.
For sure.
But I guess he's got the money, he's got the connection and stuff. But he did push it. I love that. Because he's a big artist, he could just I'll just pay content creators and do it. But I love the fact he was in places repeating the same stories to so many.
He did a lot of media
repeating the same story to so many media houses. Oh, my dad, this brother, we've heard this story so many times. Change it. Guys, if I was Davido, I'll start lying. I swear down. I'll just start making up stuff. And you know what? People believe me because I've got the notoriety. I'm famous. Anyone will believe me. I could just be like, yeah, man. But yeah, I'll just make it up. But
that was a good. Okay,
good album,
talking about like, I feel like I'm interviewing you. It's kind of fun. Anyway,
look at this woman. She goes, I feel like I'm interviewing.
It's kind of fun,
right? Yeah.
Anyway. How did you make music? I'm joking. What I was gonna say is, talking about like not pushing Kante enough. If we talk about albums, who do you feel dropped an album worth pushing but didn't really push it enough?
Very good question. I think. Well, let me think of this.
Because there's some albums that kind of went under the radar that I just feel like cool. Good album. I'm not gonna say like a great album, but it was good. A good album. Just didn't get pushed. I would say Techno for sure.
Yeah.
The guy posted one reel and then just carried on with his life.
That's Techno.
But this excuse of like, and I'm not saying you. We all do it. Yeah. This excuse of like, it's just Techno. I'm bored of it.
Yes, I agree.
Bro, like I'm so bored of this.
But I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think it's a. If I was Techno, I wouldn't really push it. You know why? Because that was a decent album. For me, it's a decent album. How many songs on the album again? Maybe 10 or 8. I'll pick 2 that were like really, really good. The rest were just okay. But really, really good too. So I can understand why. And this is what I love about Techno. And the reason why I say that's Techno, because I'm against people just accepting bad behavior. Now, this is not Techno. I'm not talking about Techno at this point. I've moved on from Techno. I'll go back to him in a minute. But you're right. With the whole, there's some people, they'll be like, just leave them, and that's how they are. No, we are not just going to accept it. Now, back on Techno, I can understand why. Techno is a real music guy, you know, and he's very realistic. That's one thing I've noticed about Techno. He's so realistic. He's so real with himself. Okay. He wouldn't tell you that this is not my best effort. You just see from how he reacts with it.
I don't think
I'll give you an example. You see when Skeleton came out, he do Skeleton. He knew that was a banger. Do you know how many videos I've seen Skeleton?
But why really? If this is okay, if I'm running with your theory, why release that album if you're not 100% cool with it?
No, I didn't say he's not 100% cool with it.
Yeah.
it's the same thing. You react to videos, you make videos, you make content, right? There's some content you just put out because you've put your effort into it. It's left up to the people to decide, oh, Vivz, that was really good. I loved it, So I'm saying with techno, he's probably looked at the reception from people and go, okay, it's good. I see people vibing to it, but I'll move on to the next. Because I think he's somewhere making another album.
In general, apart from Skeleton, apart from that, I feel like he just doesn't promote.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
He said it. He makes music for himself, mostly. He said that.
I know, but I'm just still not happy with it.
I know. I agree with you.
Yeah, I know.
I think he should do more.
It's just kind of like, I'm even like a victim of doing this.
Yes.
Not victim, that's the wrong word. I do this, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where I will be
You're
like...
perpetrator.
Yeah, perpetrator, yeah. I'll be like... It's just techno, man. I love his personality. He's just so goofy. Like, just leave him. He's just having a joke. Then it's like, no,
we want to see you more. Talk about your music.
Yeah, man. Like, come on. Like,
I agree.
Because you are one of the best. You are still fortunate enough to have your fan base here. Yeah, and it's like you drop the music and you just leave it. And it's like, man... That really... It actually upsets me sometimes. Because I went on his Instagram. I was like... Is this guy pushing it yet? One reel. Yeah, right. One.
And he dropped
and it was just him in front of a car vibing to his lyrics. Yeah. It wasn't like an actual like marketed one or nothing.
You know what?
And the guy's got millions of followers on Instagram and I'm thinking, you haven't even told them that the album is out. He posted for the first time about it like weeks after it released. It's annoying, man. Really annoying. I love techno.
I'm not gonna lie to you, lot. The reason I'm laughing is because that's why I feel like techno is my spiritual brother. I'm that guy. I promise you.
No, but we're doing the same thing we just said.
I know, but the reason is I feel like once you realize in life, people don't respect you as much as they should. I swear down, it changes. There's a thing. I don't know. Some people out there know what I'm talking about. You just switches in your head. You not necessarily don't push yourself. You just sit there and just want to watch people and laugh. Like you just be laughing to yourself because is it 2 days ago? He posted a story of him just smiling.
He's always like this. But I love him for it. But it's also a disadvantage.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
We live in an era where you have to push.
Yeah,
like you have to be visible. You have to. You have to be visible. Either you're on a podcast, either you're being controversial, either you're being under people's comments. There's one time NSG did something where they were under every shade borough comment. Like anything. That's a good marketing strategy. They were always there. Now, obviously, they don't do that anymore because mission accomplished. But my point is, you have to find a way to be visible. Because we live in a very unfair world. People will gravitate to someone or people for either their gender, either for clothes, for cars, something stupid, while the people doing the real thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's like, listen, we have examples of that. Like, I know a lot of content creators that have less than how many subscribers, and I'm like, this. Hey, just make sure I don't have that button where I can press and the whole thing will change. I swear I'll press it quickly, swaps. But I'm just looking at that and I go, this is not fair, man. And you're looking at it, you're going, I can see why this person would easily give up. Of course, again, not techno, because techno does it on purpose, I guess. Yeah. But you can see why a lot of people give up and stuff, because the world is just weird. It's just loads of... The internet is packed with sheep. Like the internet is not a place where... This is why you can't have a real conversation on the internet. Hence why podcast is so important. I feel like when I'm chatting to you, I can say whatever I want here and we can argue about it in the comment section. I'm that guy. I'll come for you. I don't leave comments. No, I don't do that, because the internet is not a real place. So I tend to chat back to people. But my point I'm trying to make is, just find a haven, or just chat to people you love. Don't go on the internet and... Especially on Twitter, you want to argue about what color of the sky. The sky is blue. Some idiot will just pop up. No, it's got a shade of grey.
I've always told you this. This is exactly the way I say to you.
Shade of grey. Like, big man, what we here
they'll be fighting for 3 days about the shade. Like, and you're like, okay, what are we moving on now? Like, have you eaten today? I don't know. Like, maybe let's talk about real life.
Someone comes back and goes, since we're all talking about blue and grey,
what about green?
I feel like we're ignoring the grass. What? We're talking about the sky. What are you doing? Hey, yo, you gotta love the internet, man. It's a weird place where a lot of...
I mean, we wouldn't be here without the internet as well.
100%. Hence why it's good to find ways to change it or find... This is why they say to people, do you want to have... views, or do you want to have core groups of people that really love you? Because if you have 500 people that are on you every day, you guys chat, you're blessed, you're good, than having 1 million views where they just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? So it's mad though. It's really mad. And once you crack that, you'll be happy. I found a balance already, but I'm not a human being. I just hate things being imbalanced. I hate it. It's just like, but one day we'll get there. But remember, you write in that comment, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Don't worry, I'll be WhatsApping him like, Banks, what are you doing?
Just call my name and I'll be there.
Okay, I'm done interviewing you now. You can carry on interviewing me.
All right, cool. So, she said done interviewing. Now, I was going to ask, have you noticed...
Ask me a question.
Have you... No, I'm about to say something really serious. Are you aware of how many people coming to the UK this month? November. What's today's date? We're in the first week of November.
Yes, it's crazy. Crazy. But I think it was like this last year though.
No, but what are people playing at?
No, I know why. There's a lot.
Of course, I know why.
There's a lot of big shows happening here right now. So now people are taking advantage of that, you know. Like, we have Rema coming. Yeah. We have Adekunle Gold, I think. I can't remember who else.
Well, Tiwa Savage was meant to happen, but it's cancelled. Yeah.
So, but obviously with Rema, now you have Ira coming over. You have... Oh, Ira's doing a show as well, no?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
With Life Size Teddy's doing it with her. Then you got... who else is coming?
We've got
basically
Victoni.
all the Maven lot are coming.
Yeah, we've got Victoni as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's guys. Listen, Crayon, Black Bones.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'll be honest with you guys. Personally, I've said this to you before. I've said it maybe on my YouTube. I don't know where I've said this before, but I've said this. You see, I'll make music from January to September. You see, October, November, December. And my name is Asake. Go and cook what I'm about to serve you guys in 2024. Leave these shows and all this, because the truth is, we have to be realistic. This is why, again, I think people need to put the fans in the forefront of everything they do. Because let's be honest now, especially in the UK, this is the time people are buying Christmas presents. There's living cost crisis. Like, there's a lot of things people won't be able to take part in.
Yeah.
But now we live in an era where people would die for clout. So some people will go and take loan just to be in those shows. Then now tell you that, oh, I've been in this industry and it's unfair what these people are doing.
I watched this guy, right? Sorry, I have a cough. I don't know why.
Oh my days.
I watched this show.
Yeah.
It's like a financial podcast. Don't ask.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I'm about to ask. Go on.
Yeah. Anyway, he sits down with like people that have bad financial situations, and then he like tells them, like, he shouts at them, and it's really funny. Anyway, he's like a financial advisor. There's this woman that came on, and she was in a lot of debt.
Whoa.
And he was like, "Why is there a 1,000 payday loan?" And she was like, "I had to go see Drake." So then he was like, "How much were the tickets for you to take £1,000?" She said, "Oh, the tickets were like, I think 300. So she was like, "What did you?" He was like, "What did you spend the other 700 on?" "Oh, I had to get merch. Then I ended up getting VIP last minute. Then I ended up like I had to get a flight to wherever the concert was. I had to get a hotel. Yeah." And this woman was like major debt, like a lot of debt, and she had taken out a payday loan with like 40% interest just to go see Drake. And yeah, but because I just thought about what you said, innit? And it's like, people really, it's hard out here, man. It's hard out here. Like, people will spend their last dime to go see their fave, you know, because it just gives them that little bit of happiness that they need.
No, we're not trying to bail them out. Do not do that.
No, I'm not bailing no one out, because that's crazy. That's crazy.
You say
but what I'm trying to say is, people are very unhappy.
So you think
No. But what I'm trying to say is the madness that goes on is
Okay,
these people are unhappy or whatever, and music makes them happy.
Yes.
Now they're like, I'll spend everything I have just to go and get this moment.
Sorry, I will never do it.
Obviously not. I'm not gonna do it either.
No, but the truth is, I'm Afrobeats FC. I'm not a stan of anyone. I love everyone's music. There's some people I will listen to them today. I won't want to listen to them tomorrow because it might sound similar to another 20,000 people. That's why I just love music in general. That is a madness, and the reason why that person can even do that is for clout. First of all, now there's good clout, bad clout. Good clout is you're working hard. You're paying the right people to make you visible. That's good clout. You need that. But the bad one is that. Now, again, I'm not a banker. I'm not an investor. I don't think I've got the best, what's it called?
Sorry.
Financial credit. I'm not in any debt, obviously. But I'm just saying, if the people that do the credit check might be like, oh, you can talk. You know, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But, what?
Yeah.
That kind of debt just to go and see another man.
I mean, maybe for WizKid, but I'm joking. I'm joking.
She's actually right.
I don't know about that. Anyways, moving on.
She would do it.
No, but for real, that's like crazy. So going on to your point is like, people are struggling right now in the UK. Everyone thinks that we make tons of money over here, but it's not the case. And at the end of the day,
and these artists don't care, you know. This is why I keep telling you guys, they don't care about you
because people will still buy tickets.
I know, because they want to just make the money. They don't care about you. Like, look at me thinking of it like, oh, November is such a bad time to do it. If we're gonna do this should be happening in Nigeria. I think in Africa, not necessarily have to be Nigeria. Why? Because people are already getting prepared to go there for the December madness.
But what I think is happening is they're trying to create that.
I know the buzz.
The December thing in the UK.
Yeah, but
November. Now I've realized because last year November was packed.
Yeah,
I think October, November was when in the same week I saw Rema, Fireboy, and Black Bones in the same week. 3 big artists. So it's like, and then now it's the same thing happening. I don't know if it's a planned thing, but usually December and January is very dry for music.
But this year it's been different. In November they've released songs, and I'm like, what?
No, December, January.
Oh, sorry, December, January. Sorry, I misheard.
December, January is always
December is dry. Yeah, it's always dry. But I feel like they need to sort that out. But I get it. Human beings genuinely don't care. You know, when artists who get on stage and go, "I love you guys," it's for your own pocket. They don't love you. They're just lying. Because if you truly love someone, you'd be like, you know what, November, let's keep it calm. We'll see you guys in Dirty December. We'll go vibe together, because that's a purposeful event or a traditional event in that sense, where over the years people go back home, cool. But in November, like, a lot of people don't want to. But the
thing is, people will still come and afford it.
Of course people will come. A lot of people will be there. Either they borrowed money from their dogs, their cat, their neighbors, whoever it is, they're there.
But if they have a market for it, why not come over and do a show?
Hey, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm saying for me as a human being, I always think of other people.
Yeah, what I don't like is that when artists really do the ticket release before payday. Bro, what's that about? So you're letting me know today that on Wednesday I have to pay £100 to come see you.
And so, like you said, some people go. And this is why I'm happy though. I don't suffer from FOMO, which is mad. Imagine I suffered from FOMO. What? I'll be out
here.
That's
why with me, it's just like I don't even really get tickets until probably really soon before, if I decide I'm gonna go.
Yeah, same here. I decide. I always do.
Yeah, me and you actually do that.
Aside from maybe
we'll be texting each other like, are you gonna go? I don't know. Are you gonna go? I don't know. 2 days before, are you gonna go? I don't know. And then the day before, you're like, I just got a ticket.
I think I'm gonna go now.
I'll see you there.
I know what's even funny about this. If we don't get invited or whatever, aside from that, and you're buying tickets, you're right. That's what I always do.
Yeah, that's what
because the thing is, you never know what's gonna happen. Why am I buying a ticket for a show in December where I don't know, I might be walking out tomorrow and the car just hit me and I'm dead? So who's gonna go for my show?
Why would you say this?
Who's gonna go for my show? I said that on purpose.
What an idiot.
Just to wind that up. No, but for real though, I don't know. For me, I might change my mind.
Sorry for kicking you, by the way.
Well, did you
I just got a bit aggressive.
Did you kick me?
Yeah.
Did she kick me? let me know in
the camera doesn't lie.
Let me know in the comment. You know what's silly? What? They can't even see it. And I said, did she kick me?
Maybe they can see your leg.
No, they didn't see it because you didn't really kick me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you did, what? I would have done what I did to that woman in 1974.
You weren't even born then.
Let it go. Anyway. Yeah, so man. The shows, I think, but hey, artists, you do your thing, man. Vivz is absolutely right. There are people in this world, whatever decision you make, there are people for it. Yeah. Do you know how wild that is?
But then again, there's people that are not affected by this cost of living, you know.
Of course.
There's people that will just go easily and just go buy 10 tickets for their friends right now.
Yeah, of course.
So, you know, just because we're struggling, we're out here.
Just because they are struggling.
Send money.
Me no struggle. Me no English, me no struggle.
I am. Please send money.
Me living comfortably. Me fine. Me make money.
Okay.
Me every month.
That's why we're on this podcast, yeah?
Me every month count money. Sorry.
What's the time, by the way?
The time is yeah. Okay. That's the time. But anyway, interestingly, I was gonna say, what was I gonna talk about again? Yes. So, I didn't see something online, but have you noticed there's a trend of like artists are now doing this thing where I don't know how to put it, like they will drop a music and the video they'll do it like a skit, like for promo, obviously. So let's say, how do I describe this? Let me say, like a movie. No movie, but just like a skit where it involves, doesn't necessarily have to be a content creator, but it's just the whole thing to promote the music and stuff like that. They're a bit more visible with their product. Have you noticed? A lot of artists are doing it. Of course, apart from people like Asake that drop actual music, so they know that their music will speak for itself. Like it will speak. They don't need.
Give me an example.
So I'll give you an example, which I can't use Black Bones because Black Bones has been doing it since he was in the womb, since in his mom's womb. He's been doing it. So it's not counted. It's another artist. Oh, I'll give you an example. You see when Victoni did it with the briefcase.
Oh yeah.
And now Kiss Daniel is doing it with the whole tag thing with money. Talking about the price of the watch.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, my G, Sholowo.
Okay.
Sholowo to depend on your own. I do not like that. That one, Kiss Daniel's one, I don't like it.
Why?
I'll tell you why. I get it. Hey, listen, if you have it, flaunt it. But we live in a world where a lot of people are impressionable, and we live in a very precarious times, man. These times are hard.
Is this about the challenge that he made? Because all I saw was bare people saying that you have to be rich to do his challenge.
Yeah. Technically.
I don't know. I didn't actually see the challenge, so I don't know what it was.
So it's got a tag. So you'll be sitting down now. There'll be like a tag of 1 million. Your watch is 1 million. And it's just
okay.
Like a human label, basically. Okay. When a human being's walking, there's a label. Hey, listen, if you have it, flaunt it, yeah. But for me, I'm just talking about the ones that are weak-minded. They might see that, and because right now the internet is actually skewed a lot of people's mindset. You know that money, of course, money is important. We pay bills, we live our life, but trust me, also when you have money, you realize actually, life is, you need to do other things. And I feel like that challenge is not really, I don't know. I feel like it's not doing. How do I put this? It's not helping anyone.
It's not helping.
And I'm not saying it has to help someone, but I just don't like the challenge. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh, that's cool, because I thought it was a one-off. Then I saw a motive, I was like, nah, this is not for me. I feel like a lot of young guys will go into...
It's like a status thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll go into scamming people, fraud. Because, we live in a really tough times, and these artists, people look up to them. So doing challenges like that, nah, I'm not for it, man. Because I'm really strong-minded. I know what I want to do. I stick to what I'm doing. But there are loads of young women and men out there.
Yeah, like teenagers and stuff.
Yeah, that's just going to mess their mind up.
And a lot of teenagers, like, it's really deep,
Yeah.
Stuff like that is very deep. Like, not to say, this is taken away from Kiss Daniel right now.
We've jumped away from Kiss Daniel.
I'm moving on from Kiss Daniel right now. I'm just saying in general, like, when celebrities focus a lot on money, like, young guys and girls who don't have no access to money from their family and all that stuff, like, happens in the UK, happens everywhere.
Everywhere in the world, yeah.
I can only talk from the UK, but it's like, these people now turn to crime.
Yep.
To go get the things that these celebrities have said that...
Facts.
this is what they get to get women, and this is what they get to have status.
And like I said,
and it just turns into this whole thing, man.
Whatever you do, there is. I'll always tell you, there is a market for it. So for the women that like men that have money, there's a market for that, right?
That's true.
But I just feel like it's not healthy. I feel artists should be more responsible. Again, it's your art, right? Which means your expression. No one should hold you to you expressing yourself and now holding you up to some standard where you have to be looking or caring about someone else. I get it. But the truth is, if you're like a major artist and you're making music and you want to talk about certain things, I know you're not thinking of next year, 2 years ago. You just want to make your money, be famous. Just think of all the younger people that will be easily brainwashed, easily manipulated, and thinking this is what I need to do to be a human being. That is really, really weird, you know. It's really weird. Because, I don't think...
People can literally get stabbed for a pair of shoes over here.
Of course.
So it's like...
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, man.
Like, the whole song, Maji, Sholowo, you know...
What does that mean?
It's my G. It's like my G. Do you have money? Do you have money you can spend? Like the song's my G. Sholo spend on your own. Meaning, do you have money that you can spend? Your own money that you can spend. There's nothing negative about that because it's actually asking a question. Do you have money? Meaning, hey, you know, you should have money before you do this. But the video, the challenge is contradictory.
But even that question is a bit like it's
a bit dodgy still. So now everyone is like, oh, I want to see this. But I'm just thinking, I don't know. That's why I asked you. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, but I saw a lot of people. I think even some of my like, I have a group chat. They're like, oh, Viv, you should do the challenge, but you have to be rich. I didn't know what they were talking about.
True.
But now that you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But you're rich. You should do it.
Shut up.
You never catch me doing any of that nonsense.
Nah, man.
I don't care how much I have in my account.
This thing where it's like
she's vibing to the song.
There's background music in another studio.
Yeah.
Anyway, that drop was mad.
I know.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is, have you seen those TikToks of like people where they're like, "Oh, where's your outfit from? How much is your watch? How much is your da 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 da?"
Yeah, so childish.
Yeah,
so childish. The thing is, even the people that do, how much do you pay? How much rent do you pay in London? Those stuff, like all this materialistic sort of content is good when it's once in a while. You see one off. It's like, it's interesting.
Or if you're doing it for educational stuff, like, you know, the people that are like, oh, let me see how much your rent is in this area.
Yes.
That's fine. But if it's more of like a, let me stunt on you.
Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, those things
that's
are
when
like...
it's like, nah, it's toxic.
Like, again, like I said again, I repeat, if you have it, flaunt it. But just mind how you do it, because there's some people that are not stable. You see, like me now, I can do waka pass. I'll just look at I'm not interested. Some people like...
Talking about, like, the musicians that, like, stunt and do all of that stuff, like, has there been any other like cases where you feel like, oh, it's been inappropriate?
I feel like, again, this is the reason why artists like, maybe let's say Wizkid, he doesn't really jump around with his thing, but he shows himself like, yo, I'm doing well, you know, with the way he dresses and stuff. He's not really being loud about it. That's the type I would prefer.
Yeah, he's not like a showy
Davido is opposite of that. Do you get it? And I love Davido for it, because sometimes I think he's trolling, and I love trolls. You know how I feel about trolls. I love trolls, man. Like, if I come back to this world again, I want to be a proper troll.
Be reborn as a troll.
Because I troll people for a living, and I do it on purpose. But yeah, that's aside from it. I'm not a big fan of material stuff. If you go on my social media, I don't do material stuff. And if I show some of the crazy, anyway, never go.
No, but I'm talking about
that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes it. I don't.
But do you think there's been something that another musician's done that's been inappropriate, or like, do you think there's inappropriate type of stunting in the scene? Because I don't think there is too much. Like, obviously they all have big chains and all of that stuff. One
thing, does it have to be material stuff or even just character?
No, I'm talking about money.
Oh, money.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think so. But
like, to the point where you think it's actually like toxic behavior.
Oh no, I don't think so.
No,
not that I'm aware of.
I don't think.
Of course, there is out there, but not that I'm aware of. But I feel like a lot of times, I'll give you an example. There's a video of Burna Boy driving against the traffic, I would say. So I think it's a one-way street, but he was driving against it. But the police was like in front of him, like sort of, you know, the artists in Nigeria especially, they get the security to sort of like guard them and escort them. But I feel like, that was wrong, man. it's the police actually taking him down the wrong. It's like all you need to do is just have money.
I didn't say that. I didn't.
That's all you need to do in this world, you know, especially in that my beloved country, Nigeria. All you need to do is have money. Oh man, it's sad, man. But hey, it just doesn't make sense. That's why I feel like
representation, like in the media and everything, is so important, though. But like, I agree with you. I don't really think there's anything that's like really inappropriate in Afrobeats where I'm like, yeah, this is like toxic. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, there's a lot of things, and again, that you have to be like, let's say, especially for me as a Nigerian, there's a lot of toxic things I see, and I just laugh to myself. Then, if for instance you're not, so you might maybe not see it in that manner.
I'm talking like money and that.
Money, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some things I've seen. I'm just like laughing to myself. It's not major because it's not big news, right? But it's just like the way people talk, the way they act, the way people shame people online. It's just it's very wrong, man. And yeah, I don't know how these people do it. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But again, if you have it, flaunt it
and give me some.
Yeah, that's all we've got time
latest,
for,
man.
That's all we've got time for.
Yeah, man. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Episodes come out every Tuesday. I need to start saying this at the beginning of the podcast, not at the end.
And please send us things, man, so we don't just sit here and chat about our lives and Afrobeats. We want to be able to get to know our watchers, listeners.
I want to talk about your life.
Subscribers. I want you to ask us questions so we can read it off on the podcast and, you know, engage. I want to have an episode where we just talk about problems from our subscribers, not necessarily problems,
or they can ask us like questions about Afrobeats, and
and we'll just another one.
You know
what I mean? Ask us tough questions, questions that you want to find out who's honest and who's lying. Ask us because of vivzandpod. No, never mind.
Guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, man.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.